welcome back to another episode of Whatcha Watchin on Melgar Media. Today I'm testing out the new setup. Just kind of use the headphones to make it a little bit more crisp for all you listeners and viewers out there. Today we're going to kick it off with a show that I have been enjoying. I watched the whole first season. Didn't really binge it, but it took a couple of days. I'm a massive fan of English programming, stuff off BBC and channels like that. And this show is called Outlaws. If you're a fan of, Misfits or Top Boy or Skins even, it's not a coming of age show, but it has a great cast, including Christopher Walken, which, legend of the game. His humor, he's just, at his age, he's still on top. You can tell, like, having to memorize those lines and to hit the jokes without sounding just like Christopher Walken on everything. He does an amazing job. But it also has the same guy that created the English version of The Office, which was the original version. So if you haven't watched that, you're missing out. So go back and give that a watch. But I'm a huge fan. I think it's great. I gave it like a 9 and excited for the second episode, second season, which has been renewed for. And I know it got broken up during the lockdown. So it was started filming. They had to shut it down and then reopen. And so it has finally been renewed. Christopher Walken will be returning for his role, but give it a watch. It's fun times. And really good British and American humor. But all in all, give it a watch. The next show that I got pretty pumped on when I was seeing the previews, it came out of left field. I didn't really see any build up until this year, a couple of months ago. Outer Range with Josh Brolin. And if you know who Josh Brolin is, goes all the way back to my favorite movie, Goonies, where he plays Bran, but he's played 1,000 other roles. He played Thanos. Most recently, he's played and a ton of things. You've seen him. Old Country for Old Men or something. Anyway, it's a sci-fi series. There's only a few episodes out so far. Very intriguing. Gives me first encounter or last encounter vibes. And I'm all about it. It's got a lot of mystery to it. Can't give too much away. Pretty solid cast. Obviously, Josh Brolin he's playing kind of the Kevin Costner role from Yellowstone, but in a sci-fi sense. And I think that's the best description I can give for it right now. Give it a watch and tell me what you think in the comments below. Moving on to the big one, Stranger Things, season 4, the final season. They've said they're going to break it up into 2 parts. The first part is going to drop May 27th, and then it's going to be first 5 episodes, and then the second part will drop on July 1st with the final 4 episodes. And man, the trailer makes it look epic. I think that this will definitely be a series that lasts the test of time and repeat viewing and things that you will show to your friends, your kids, their kids. It is just an all-around great series. And this is definitely, if they still made box sets, this is something worth purchasing on that level. So much fun, so much throwback. The collaboration of the right soundtrack and the throwback 80s vintage stuff that they have, just every attention to detail is really well done, as well as the characters and the actors. Childhood actors, from what I've heard from, again, Goonies, the director, Richard Donner, he said how hard it was to direct a group of kids and do something similar and to keep their attention. And it just seemed like these actors are growing through this role and using it as a stepping stone into what they're going to do next in Hollywood and so forth. And, besides Millie Bobby, all of the rest, they're all doing great things. And they're already being looked at as cast for young versions of other characters from other franchises. I just look forward to seeing all of their careers grow. But That being said, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a 10 out of 10, knock it out of the park. I don't believe this is going to be a bad ending like some of the other bigger shows that people get let down when they do the final seasons and series, so I am up for it. Along those lines, Thor, Love and Thunder just dropped their first big teaser trailer. And let's just talk about Natalie Portman. Everyone was a little worried about her taking the mantle as the mighty Thor. And her physique, the one shot you get to see of her, she looks jacked and ripped and ready to play the role. She's the type of actress that never really lets you know her next move, because she played in Star Wars and talked about how she didn't let her kids watch Star Wars. She wasn't but she still has a lot of love for it. Same thing with the superhero genre. She disappeared for a little bit, and after playing the initial role, and was kind of like, I don't think I'm going to do that again. And then blam, she's now Thor. And the whole trailer itself has, again, the vintage vibe with the bright colors, and I'm just, I think it's going to be a great addition to the Thor realm and everything that is going on in that franchise. And I am excited to see this next installment. It's like the visuals are great, the casting is great. Taika Waititi, the director, I had my concerns because I thought he was a little bit over the top at some points, especially when he took over with the last Thor. But the more I watch it, and the more I've watched a lot of his other stuff, I like the quirkiness that he adds into the very serious parts of it. And he takes everything very seriously, especially Marvel and some of the stuff he's done with Star Wars and things like that. And he does have a Star Wars film in the pipeline. So looking forward to that. And I'm sure I will give an update once I've seen it and give it a high five. And then the last movie that I just saw, the final trailer for, Buzz Lightyear with Chris Evans. I think everybody was a little thrown off when the role wasn't given to Tim the Toolman Taylor, from the original actor. And I have to say, I like the way that they explained it, that being the toy version of it. And this movie actually looks really like a really fun ride. So I'm looking forward to it, even though Tim Allen is not playing the role. I'm sure they'll do a little throwback at the end where they show the toy in the pics, because it's Pixar, and they'll, press the button and it'll be Tim Allen, a little cameo, even though he says he's not involved. Highly doubt it. But yeah, that's the show for today. I guess let's just give a mention to also what we're all viewing, Johnny Depp's and Amber Heard's trial. What a mess, so sad to see how it's all going down. And you can't really give an opinion one way or the other, but, much love for Johnny Depp. Grew up on all of his stuff, and I think he'll come out on top in this, and hopefully they can clear it up in a civil fashion. Looks like, most relationships that aren't in the public eye, that most relationships that don't work out have, really bad, rough times too. So this, unfortunate, they're Hollywood superstars, and so their stuff gets blasted. But yeah, I mean, from what I've heard and what I've watched, Johnny Depp is still humble, same guy, and I think he'll end up on top. Well, anyway, that's it for today. Make sure you smash a like below and subscribe if you would like, and we'll talk to you soon. Like I always say, take care of each other. Have a good time out there. Enjoy life. Enjoy all this viewing and content. Go back to the theaters. Much more. I mean, the year passes, month passes are definitely worth it. And then now with the struggle with Netflix trying to, losing all these subscribers and raising prices, go back to the theaters. Let's start from the beginning, because it seems like cutting the cable, we're going right back to that. Like people, all these streaming services are raising their prices when, it'd work out if we just bundle it all together and we had one place that we could watch Hulu, Netflix, Paramount, all that. Well, I guess that's cable, right? So the vicious cycle. Anyway, we'll talk to you soon. Much love. Melgar Media out. Peace.